his name, but I think his Bakugan is called like Mordock or something. But for now, we end up getting into a whole battle against just him. This went just as you would expect, as we defeated him with pretty much relative ease, except for the damn sand everywhere pulling me away from the cards I need to get onto. With him defeated, Mordock promptly tells us to not show up to school the next morning as he storms off, leaving us with the Subterra tournament finally complete. The next stream around I picked back up where I left off, which is actually not true because I ended up forgetting to save, so I had to do the whole thing again. I did everything I needed to and even made sure to pick up Fear Ripper again, and I still can't get over the damn thing. Now, if you told your mom that the game about balls had a guy named fucking Fear Ripper, she'd immediately say it was unholy and take the damn game away. I leveled him and the rest of my Bakugan up, mostly in the power area and wherever the Bakugan has the lowest level in. Starting on the Ventus tournament is where I'll thrive the most. The enemies that are usually the biggest threat instantly turn into an even battle when I land on their card. Knowing this, along with the fact that every other tournament after this are just single battles, helps soothe my worries about fighting over leveled monsters the whole time. Entering the first battle against Jules, I instantly recognize a path that I can use the whole time during this tournament. Apart from just having a dedicated area to getting my level up, we also have the power-ups we can get from the crystals high up in the sky. With all that together, it makes for a very easy tournament as I pretty much swept the whole thing and only giving up one card to Shun at the very end. We get another surprise by Emo Kid's best friend, Mag Reloader, who is actually the villain for the actual Bakugan story. Luckily, the ability we chose matches the stage, so fighting him wasn't abnormally impossible, but was actually a challenge compared to who we fought. What is so challenging about this guy? Well, maybe the 8-foot dragon that has a base stat of 600 power and more when we land on his goddamn card. Thankfully, the shaky minigame played nice with me and was able to get the first card right off the bat. The second fight wasn't as crazy in the beginning since the power difference wasn't that far apart, but the ending almost led to a loss as it was just a bit away from me losing. To end things off in the best way I know possible, I did the craziest thing I could have ever done. I double standed. With him out of the way for now, that is the Ventus tournament put to rest and only 2 more left to go. After grabbing a new party member and pumping him full of antibiotics, we can head on to the next tournament that I absolutely despise over its map. The Pirates tournament is what you would expect from a map about fire, hard to reach jumps, little amounts of power boosts and cards, and fire just about everywhere on the goddamn map. When I say this is a problem, it's a problem, as every time you do go over the fire, it's minus 5 G points. Now, you might say, hey, that's not so bad, but when 85% of the map is fucking covered in fire, it's kind of hard to avoid that. As far as how the tournament went, it actually wasn't as difficult as the early stages due to most of the fighters I fought against having low power Bakugan. The path that was best in the map was also super easy to get to since the jump pad was pretty much on the floor compared to where it's floating in the air when we get to the later fights. On the topic of later fights, I ended up having to reset my first go around battling Dan since I was just very distracted with chat and another excuse I can't really seem to find. Either way, the second time around I was able to beat him and Dragonoid, but not without a good challenge. The next tournament is Rashid